Hey, my name is Ilya, and I'm going to show you a lead qualification automation I've built using tools like n8n, Airtable, and Relevance AI. So it's sort of an MVP. I didn't try to overcomplicate it, try to keep it as simple as possible to demonstrate the core logic and core concept. So it definitely has some room for improvement. So I would appreciate any of your comments, suggestions, and any opinions in the comments down below. So let's kick it off. So it actually starts here. I have two workflows connected together, and I'll explain why is that so a bit later. So here we have a Airtable node that catches a lead's data when they fill out a form, then sends this information via HTTP request to Relevance AI. Relevance AI takes leads LinkedIn URL as an input, then gets scrapes all the information about person, scrapes all the information about the company to enrich the data we have. Then LLM processes this information and outputs in a correct structure that I need. And then we convert it to JSON and finally send API requests to n8n to this scenario that we already saw. So Webhook catches enriched information. Then we have a code node to make some tunes. We have AI agent, which does heavy lifting here by qualifying the lead and giving it a rank of high, medium, or low. And let's take a look at it. We have a system prompt, but the main point is our ICP to make sure it's all clear and you understand what's happening. So our ICP is assessed based on three main criteria: industry fit, company size, and person's title. So it has high if it's e-commerce, supply chain, logistics, real estate. It's medium for education, recruitment, HR. It's low for any other industry. For company size, it's high for 50 to 200 or above employees, medium for 10 to 49 employees, and low for 2 to 10 employees. And finally, person's title. It's high if this person has a C-level title, or he or she is founder, business owner, or president. It's medium if it's VP level, director, or other senior leadership roles. And a final ranking system actually scores high in at least 2 or 3 categories and does not score low in industry fit. Medium if it scores medium in at least 2 or 3 categories, or scores high in 2 or more categories but has low in industry fit. And finally, low quality lead if it scores low in 2 or more categories. Again, it's a very raw prompt and it definitely has some room for improvement, but I just didn't want to overcomplicate it and show you how the basic logic works here. And finally, it returns like final rank score, using just one word, high, medium, or low. And two important parts here, we use OpenAI to qualify the lead, a chat completion model, and we use structured output parser to make sure AI agent outputs information in the right structure. Then if lead is qualified as high or medium, we find information about him in Airtable, we update his rank, and we create a new deal in HubSpot, and then we execute another scenario, which will be a topic for the next video. It is actually an email revision scenario, which is quite powerful. And if lead qualified as low, we are going to also find information about him in Airtable, update his rank, and send him an email saying that, thank you for your request, but unfortunately we are unable to help you right now. We will get in touch with you later, and so on. Cool, so let's take a look how it works. I've prepared information about a few leads here, and I have an expected score based on the parameters we have here. So let's go ahead and fill in our form. Important thing to take a look here is that we're passing project description, like a problem that we described, and we are also with email. I did a simple trick. I just use my personal email, just another one, and added like lead's name to it to just see who it comes from. So let's go ahead and submit this form and see what happens. What should happen is we should have an information about lead here. Then a bit later, his or her score should update, and we should get a new deal in HubSpot. There are no deals so far. So let's start. Okay, our form is submitted, and let's see if we already have a deal information about the lead here. It may take some time to update the score, so the automation runs through all the steps. Lead score has updated. It is high, as we expected here. And it actually definitely meets all our criteria. It's logistics, it's C-level person, and it's relevant company size. So quite expected. And let's see if we have any new deals created. And yeah, we have a new deal here. It's named after the person, name and company name. And let's preview. And it also has amount, like a budget that person indicated in the form. Sounds cool. Sounds cool. And now let's see what happens to a low score lead. And in this case, I will walk you step by step through a workflow to show how it works under the hood. And I will also use Postman to make requests to Webhook because I'm going to run out of my Relevance AI like credits because I'm on a free plan here. So just to simplify it. Cool. Let's take a low score lead. It's them. In this case, it is a business owner title, quite matches with what we're looking for, but it's restaurant domain and the company size is quite small. So yeah, he's reaching out to us with some automation request. We will take your LinkedIn and just paste it here in Relevance AI so it runs it and gives us output. We're going to run this tool. Let's copy it and let's use Postman. We insert it in body in a row format, just as simple as it as this. And important tweak, we will need to go to Webhook and choose test URL for that. And we are going to copy it and paste in Postman and make it a post request. So for now, I will make this workflow inactive because we will be testing it. So make some changes in this workflow, and I will leave just this module active. I will leave just this node active to make sure Airtable catches our records. So we will remove connection. Nice. Let's go ahead and fill in the form for our low lead. It nice. So we have our data captured in our Airtable database. Data to our second workflow using Postman. Let's test it. Important tweak is you need to make sure you're copying test URL, not the production URL, and pasting it to Postman. So yeah, let's test it. Okay, it's waiting for our call. Let's send it. Okay, it's running. Nice. Great. So it was qualified as low. We should have an updated score here. Yeah, it's low. And we should also receive an email. Yeah, that's it. So the talent shop responds to your request. Dear Dan, thank you for interest in our services. We reviewed the problem, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, that's it. That's how it works. Let's go step by step. So let's take a look at the code node and what it does. So the logic here is the following. When lead copies his or her LinkedIn URL, he or she can copy it both ways. For example, I will show you on my profile. So yeah, you just open a profile, you go copy it, and you paste it in a form. But what if you just for some reason you didn't include this and you just copied it like this. Maybe someone would like to do that. Who knows? We cannot predict that. In this case, the code node checks if LinkedIn URL has this slash in the end. If it doesn't, it adds it. And it just keeps all the data structure the same, just updates LinkedIn URL. Similar thing happens in Airtable. We have normalized your LinkedIn URL. It just refers LinkedIn field, checks if it has slash, and if it doesn't, it just adds this symbol to the end of the link. It's a very simple thing, but it can cause so many problems because on this stage, Airtable would not be able to fetch the right data because we are finding the lead based on a normalized LinkedIn URL. So as for AI agent, yeah, we already reviewed it quickly, but pretty much it just takes information about incoming lead, like full name, title, company name, industry, employee, number of employees, and it analyzes it based on the prompt we've provided, and outputs the following. We have a final rank. The previous lead scored low. Then we check if we proceed with true branch only if final rank is equal to high or medium. And if it's anything else, we proceed to the false branch. And anything else can only be low in our case. After that, we are searching the lead by the normalized LinkedIn URL. And we are outputting a few fields such as name, company name, and email to make sure we can craft an email. And we're updating the record in Airtable to make sure it has low rank, low score. And we are sending an email just using our variables here, and pretty much that's it. And now let's test with medium score. We have our final lead, and let's fill out the form for this person. Okay, we're done. Let's submit. We have here everything what we needed. Yep, no score yet. Now let's go ahead and send and scrape the information about the person LinkedIn profile. We're going to make a new input and run tool. And press test workflow again. It's listening. We're sending. Nice, nice. So do we have a HubSpot deal for Brianna? As identified in our form. here, our score video, and I just noticed that budget here is everywhere is zero, even though we'd passed this information to Airtable by form. So in our deal, we have the correct one, 3,000, but here it's zero. That's, I think, due to the number that we have. It's due to a field format, field type that we have. Um, I think it's due to field type that we have. Uh, this because it always has zero because the field type in Airtable is like currency. Let's just remove it here. So let's test it once again from the form fill out. Let's take the same bead. We'll delete her from that database. Okay, and we fill out the form again. Okay, good. So I filled everything in. Let's also delete our HubSpot deal. Okay, good. So we are checking, we're sending the form. Now it's correct. We have 3K here. And let's test the workflow and make sure it doesn't output inappropriate data. Let's test it. Okay, it's running. Nice. Let's see if budget remained the same. Yeah, now everything is fine. And if we have a deal in HubSpot, yeah, we do. Let's preview. So everything seems correct. And at this point, that's it on my side. Thank you guys a lot for watching, and please feel free to share your thoughts about it if you see any improvements you could add, because this workflow was just out of my head. It doesn't have like pretty much real life validation. And if you are a sales professional, so work closely in this industry, please let me know what refinements you'd make to build this scenario in a more realistic way to address solid qualification problem. And I'm planning to make a next video on another workflow I have created after being inspired by one of n8n professionals and YouTubers. So I hope you'll find it useful. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, everyone.